Hey everybody, it's time for my weekly update on things happening in and around OEA. I begin this week by thanking hundreds and hundreds of OEA members who stepped up, responded to our call to action, contacted their state legislators, and demanded a fix on the explosion of ed choice, and also demanded that there not be an expansion of other voucher programs as they go through that work. Situation's changing by the hour, but I will tell you that we're putting a lot of pressure on the House and the Senate. We need to keep it up. Check out the op-ed that was published in Monday's Columbus Dispatch and share that around, but this is a critical week. Regardless of what happens this week, we're going to keep the fight on to keep our public dollars in public schools, but we need your help. We need to make sure that every member is taking action and that every legislator is hearing from them. I want to thank people that came from across the state of Ohio. Over 120 members participated in our all-committee weekend that just took place at the Sheridan. And we had some really, really good work that was happening. I just want to highlight a couple of the things that our committees were doing. First off, our Collective Bargaining and Member Advocacy Committee, which is chaired by Kim Cooper from Reynoldsburg, was really rolling up their sleeves and doing some important work to address strategies related to making our schools safer, especially responding to and preventing the increase in assaults against school employees. Our Organizing Strategy Committee, chaired by Troy Reese from Middletown, is looking at ways to better engage mid and late career educators. Professional Efficacy Committee, which is chaired by Melissa Kondrala from Southwestern, has been working on ways to improve the level of diversity in our education professions. The Human and Civil Rights Committee is chaired by Jimmy Beal from Columbus. And they're really taking a close look at all the training that we do across the state related to social and racial justice, gaps that exist, and ways that we can be more effective in providing that training. The Local Development and Training Committee, led by Nicole Stratton, from Copley Fairlawn, has been looking at tools that local leaders can use to make their work more effective. And then, of course, we had our traditional standing committees, the Legislative Committee, which is chaired by Vice President Jeff Wensing, the Resolutions Committee, chaired by Jeff Mize from Westerville, and the Convention Planning Committee, which is chaired by Kathy Abramson, ESP from Newton Falls, all doing really important work on behalf of members and our students. My sincere thanks to all of them. That work continues. If you're interested in being on a committee, let me know. We can find a way to get you connected for next year. Today, and we're recording this on Monday afternoon, was some interesting news out of the Ohio Attorney General's office. Attorney General Dave Yost certified that an initial petition to increase the minimum wage to $13 an hour by 2025 passed its first hurdle. The language was good, according to the AG, and the initial signatures were valid. So goes to the ballot board, and then if everything is kosher at that point, we may be asking for assistance in collecting signatures from across the state. Why are we interested in this issue? Because we know as educators that when students come to our schools, come to our classrooms with their basic needs being met at home, then they're going to be much more likely to be successful in school. We're going to continue to have conversations about a formal role for OEA potentially in this issue, but wanted to bring that to your attention and give you a heads up that we may ask for your help as we get closer to the election. Speaking of collecting signatures, asking for your assistance in collecting signatures for our very own Andrew Smith from Sheffield Lake, who is our endorsed candidate for the STRS Board. He needs your help to get qualified for the ballot. He's a school social worker, very, very good, and he will be a great advocate for us on the STRS Board. And finally, I look forward to seeing many, many of you at the Local President's Summit this coming Saturday. And I'll have more to share on that next week. Thanks. Make it a great one.